So the transfer window has come and gone, and as you can see by our transfer budget, we have spent every last penny we have on players, and as you saw in the last episode, we did some huge signings. However, in the second part of the transfer window, we decided to play Robin Hood. We decided to use the money that we make from big teams and give it to the small teams. And as you can see by all these green things here, we have tried to distribute our wealth to some smaller teams around the world. And by around the world, I mean mostly Serbia. As you can see, we're signing a bunch of players from Vozvodac, like 3 players at least. We are in talks to sign a player from Mladost, and I think there are some more talks in progress. So the plan is to take the money that we earn, give it back to the Serbian Super League, and watch the league flourish. Is that an exciting thing? Yes, I think so. But what is more exciting is, first of all, we're taking on Crvena Zvezda and Barcelona today. Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for UTN, and welcome back to a revenge story against Barcelona, where we are taking them on today at Camp Nou. But before we get into that, we will be playing Crvena Zvezda first. Our first Viciti derby in forever. 2 games for you guys today, and both are against, well, can we say rivals? Barcelona is a rival. As you guys will remember, they beat us last year in the freaking Champions League final, and today we have a chance to beat them in just the normal Champions League game, which is also exciting. And as you remember from last episode, we have beaten Juventus 3-2, and we have done exactly the same with Olympiacos. So, oh my god, hopefully today we're going to be a little bit better. But for now, let's take on Crvena Zvezda. And yeah, as I mentioned in the intro, we are in the process of signing some players from smaller teams. For example, there's 3 players coming from Vozvodac, and they're okay. And the issue is that we have right now is that a lot of these players will be okay. We will be overspending money. But at the same time, I want the Serbian teams to actually have money, not just me. I don't want just to hoard all billions and billions and billions of dollars. I want to be able to give some back. And with that in mind, the first signing that I'm doing, apart from the super exciting ones, of course, I'll leave those for later. First signing is Miodrag Mitic, who looks okay, and our scouts think he's fine. There's a lot of negative things with him. He is quite competitive. He's not consistent. However, he played for Vozvodac, and in my other parallel save that I'm doing, he's doing okay. And most importantly, he's got good determination, good natural fitness, and I'm probably going to retrain him to be a right wing back because he does well for me there. He's okay. We're signing him for roughly, what, 500k, 1.3 million overall, which is absolutely nothing considering the fact that we just sell one player and we make like 50 times that. So yeah, maybe he's going to be another player that we buy him, we let him play for a bit in our academy, and then play a few games in the Serbian Super League, and then sell him for like 2 or 3 million to a random team in Europe. That's kind of the plan. Hopefully that's one way to make money. Second player is of a similar mold. We're signing Davor Simonovic for basically the same, like 500k and 1 million. He's quite good. His stats are quite interesting because he's got very good mentals and very good technicals, actually good dribbling, good finishing, and good technique, which is very, very exciting. Again, for some reason, every player in Vozvodac has a competitive streak and also is inconsistent, which is why he's probably rated as a D, which sucks for him. But so far, he hasn't played a single game for Vozvodac, and good for them. They've made a massive profit from 2.4k to almost 1 million. So the next player from Vozvodac is Zoran Andrić, who is a player I like a lot. He is a very, very good technical striker who I think can play quite well as a deep lying forward if he can improve his passing a little bit. This guy is not gonna get me yellow and red cards because he's quite good, and he's actually consistent, which is nice. Unfortunately, last year he hasn't done too good, and this year he's still doing really, really bad. But despite anything that happens, he will not be joining us in the winter. He'll be continuing the loan with Vozvodac, which will give him time to develop. And again, we've signed him for 1 million. You guys can see because my face is in the freaking way. But I think he'll be a good player for us, at least just coming off the bench and chilling. And if not, we'll just keep loaning him out and make money that way. Luka Karna, a player from Mladost, because we can't just give money to one club, is joining us for some cash. He's quite good, more interesting, more like a Wonderkid kind of player. And by Wonderkid, I mean a good youth prospect in Serbia. He looks good. We looked him up in Mladost. Again, my scouts think he's actually decent, so he's a B-rated player, which is good. And he's got good mentals and good pace. Actually, very, very good physicals all around the board. Very, very solid, quite tall as well. So he could be that perfect target forward player that I could be looking for. But at the same time, who knows with these players, man? They could just absolutely be the peak of their potential, and I will not know until 5 years down the line where Juventus will sign him for 2.5 million. In terms of more exciting players, we have signed 2 players from Newell and 1 from Supersport United, and the 2 players from Newell are actually Wonderkids because Facundo Reina has joined us for 5.4 million. And I am really, really excited to see him play. He can play with both feet, which is awesome. He's quite tall, which is amazing. And he's a very well-rounded player who can be a center back for the future. And if you compare him to like Beas or something, this guy is quite good already. Very, very pacey, good at mentals, good at everything. Increasing his, passing and technicals will be the first thing that I do, obviously, when he gets here. But I wonder if he has the Wonderkid thing here. He doesn't anymore. But he did. Trust me. I think he'll be incredible if he doesn't ruin everything, getting red cards every 2 games. Second Newell boy was signed for 5.8 million. I love release clauses. They are so freaking good. Maximiliano Franco is a very solid striker / attacking midfielder. And I think the game thinks he'll be a false 9. Do we have Messi? Is this a Messi regen? I mean, no, he's too tall. But he has lots of cons, as you can see. He doesn't speak the language, can get red cards. Apparently, he will be struggling to adapt to a new country. But I don't care about any of that. I think he's a Wonderkid player. The media thinks he's a promising attacking midfielder. And as you can see, I think he's really good. Good finishing, good agility, good everything around the board. And 5.8 million is a very, very nice fee to pay for him. And finally, Brian Duplessis, who's a 17-year-old kid that we're signing on a free at the end of, at the start of the next window. He is very good. He's played 9 games for the South African national team at the age of 17 and has scored 3 goals. This guy is the future of football. My scouts think he's amazing. A- scout report, very, very good. And if I was to give him a scout report, I would say A star because there's nothing bad here at all for a striker. Maybe work rate could be a bit better. But at 17-year-old, he's got good technicals, amazing mentals, which is the most important thing in Football Manager, and very good physical as well. If he learns how to be consistent, he will be awesome. But again, we'll probably just mentor the hell out of him and he will be the absolute amazing player that he could be. But with that out of the way, we are taking on Crvena Zvezda, which is awesome. I'm excited. You're excited. So let's just jump into the game and destroy our eternal rivals and hopefully not lose the game. Otherwise, I'll be extremely angry. Okay, we're ready for our first Viciti derby of the season, and we already have some issues with the squad because we're missing Daniil Hudikov with an injury. He'll be out for 7 days to 2 weeks, which means that Lucas Gabriel is making his Viciti derby debut against Crvena Zvezda, which is absolutely exciting. So he's going to start in goal. On the left, we're going to have a complete wingback, Barco, because I decided to try out what the hell is wrong with Ait Nouri and what the hell is wrong with Barco. So I'm trying to push them up as far as I can just to use basically this flank to himself to score and assist because I want more from them. At the back, we'll have Zabarni, Vitic, and Foyth on the right-hand side. In the middle, Martel and Tim are going to be holding down the line for now. Up front, Perdanovic and Estevao, followed up by Milovanovic and Saldania up front. Basically, Saldania wants to play more games, which is fair enough. This guy's a legend. And to be fair, in his 11 games, which 5 of those were from the bench, he scored 8 goals, which is more than our best striker somehow, which is wild. And another thing, just Lachlan Deans is getting a break. I think it's good for him to have a little bit of a break, and so for Vivieros. Right, so that is it. I'm excited for this game. Everyone is as ready as they can be, apart from Hudikov. So hopefully today is going to be absolutely amazing. This is going to be our first game out of the 2 games for you guys today. So I hope you're excited. Smash that like button and let's get ready to rumble. Our first Viciti derby of the season. We're playing at home, which usually means we will do absolutely incredible. And I hope the players know this. Do they have another keeper? They have another keeper once again. What is the save? Tell me in the comments, does this happen in real life? I know the answer is no, but it can't be that every single game, every single season, we have a new freaking keeper. How is that possible? How does that work? I don't understand, but there'll be a big side to beat anyways, and we will try to do so. Who the hell is their keeper even? I don't even know. It's always someone random. It's not like a big player. I don't know, man. Also, by the way, I'll have some time to talk about it later because there's been an update in real life. As a cross comes in, Perdanovic just misses the header and it buys me some time to talk about it. One of my favorite players from Ulsan, Sol Young-woo, has joined Crvena Zvezda. And I'm pissed off about it as Barco almost scores a free kick, and I should not even pay attention to this because free kicks never fly in this universe, at least for me. And yeah, Sol Young-woo, a very young, very good right back, right wing back. Sorry, my apologies. We're watching the game here. Ilya Zabarny has scored. None of that stuff about what's happening in the real life. We're here for the fake universe in which Partizan is destroying Crvena Zvezda 1-0. Beautiful corner from Barco and a beautiful header from Zabarny. That was actually a good header. You know, my set piece coach knows what he's talking about. He's doing incredibly well, and that has once again led to a goal. As I was talking about something else. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I love the player, but obviously Crvena Zvezda is a rival. What am I supposed to do? Tell me in the comments. I can't disown the boy, but oh my god, man, I am hurt. I am really, really hurt. Zabarny is going to play it out to Barco, who is playing with so much freedom today, which is nice to see. Prodanovic, lots of space as well. My goodness, Prodanovic. This boy wanted to leave. He wanted to leave. Think about it. He wanted to leave the club to join to some random team. Why? If you can come and score beautiful goals. Bah. I struggle to talk sometimes. Barco. Freaking Barco. Came up and had 2 assists already in his new role. I'm a genius. Barco once again on the left-hand side. Can he get a 3rd assist? The answer is no, because the ball comes in and Mormon clears. And our old teammate Ramirez from the basically a deleted universe now is going to lead the line, finds Olyanka, who has lots of time on the ball. We're not doing anything to stop him. Hello. Estevao stops him, who is going to be a Chelsea player soon, hopefully. Or is he already? I'm generally not sure. Ramirez does not win the header. Prodanovic, Foyth. Balls bouncing all over the place. Can we create something? Prodanovic sends it all the way back to Lucas Gabriel, just so he can touch the ball, I guess, introduce him to the Crvena Zvezda. Probably all the fans were clapping for him because this was the most exciting thing to have happened for him, at least. Esteval's on the ball again. He's going to round down the right-hand side. Is he going to find himself in lots of space? Let the boy cook. Let him cook. He stole the ball in the first phase of play. We've managed to recycle it quite well. And we scored a 3rd goal. Estevao does not care. He clicked W, he ran, he shot, he scored. Just as a quick reminder, we have signed him for 12k from SEP, which is Palmeiras, I think. I think Chelsea will spend much more than that. It has to be at least 40 to 50 million. And look what he's done for us already. Tim will collect the ball in the midfield. We're having so many chances today. He's gonna keep running. He doesn't care. Deep lying my ass. Sounds very weird now that I say it. Let's continue and not say... What the hell was that even? As he does lose the ball, probably confused by my random choice of words, as Malsa launches the ball to the left-hand side to Nedeljkovic, who is a national level player. He plays right back sometimes for the national team in this universe at this moment in time, which is like 2029, I think? I don't know. I've completely lost track. He's inside now in the center mid. Infantino will line up a shot and Hudikov will not concede yet. Not yet. Barco, can you get your hat trick of assists? Can you do this for me? Do it. Please, make my life hard. And Zabarny! Zabarny and Valentin Barco go together like peanut butter and jelly on a sandwich of beautiful tiki-taka play that is Spaceman ball. And that is a statement that just spawned in my head, and I am apologetic about how stupid that sounded. But another assist from Barco. And Barco is making my life hard because he's slowly telling me that potentially I should get rid of Ait Nouri. I mean, if this continues like this, I'll have to say yes, as time will trickle away and I am in halftime winning 4-0. We've reached a point where I genuinely think we could just skip the second half. What the hell is going on? I mean, of course not. I am going to continue this. What is this? I want to see more goals as Tim will looks like find Barco on the left-hand side. Barco, can you get 4 assists? Almost gets a goal, though. And Milovanovic is injured, which is absolutely something I hate to see. But the game is pretty much over, so I'm gonna throw on Zdravkovic instead. And hopefully he gets some nice game time there. Do I make any more changes as well? I mean, I could try, right? I think we have plenty of time between the next game. So I might do that. So I'm going to take him off. I'm also going to take off put on Rodalega instead of Prodanovic, which I can't do because we have too many foreign players. Okay. I will take off Barco because he's so freaking good. Put Andres Beas on. Take off Prodanovic. Put on, what's his name? my god, Rodlega, and also take off Vitic and put on Gilson. Or maybe even better. Yeah, I'll take off Vitic and put on Gilson. That's going to be enough subs. Last time we'd made subs at this time, we conceded 2 goals. But surely 4-0 up against Crvena Zvezda. That's more than enough. So far, the game is going absolutely incredible, which means that now that I've said this, we are going to concede. As Milosevic fans roar, which is then only stopped by Foyth, who is an absolute goat, and is still the highest earner at the club, despite everything that's happened, which is scary. As Tim will run down the right-hand side, he doesn't care that I told him to be a deep-lying playmaker. He's going to playmake wherever the hell he wants. Foyth makes it all the way to the right-hand side, finds the keeper, who makes an unnecessary diving save. Martel finds Estevao. Estevao will cut in, and Estevao will make sure that the next time we take on Crvena Zvezda, there will be a different keeper, because this guy is getting his bags packed and shipped off to wherever they signed him from, because 5 goals conceded against Partizan when you are the second best team in Serbia is a little bit bordering embarrassing. But it is a beautiful, beautiful finish from Estevao. Wow. Oh, we have a chance for a free kick as Martinelli, who's just come off the bench. Can he score for us? Martinelli, we have a free kick goal. We did it. 6-0 against Crvena Zvezda. And to make it even better, we have a free kick goal scored by Martinelli. I think he was a player that scored it as well. He was the first player in this save to have scored it. And now he's done it again. 2 free kicks. 2 by the same player as well. I mean, yes, he has the best free kick taking in all of Partizan, but oh my god, yes! This is so stupid. Oh my freaking god, this is so stupid. This is amazing, by the way. I am so happy. Can we get a 7th? Can we get a 7th? Martinelli puts a free kick in. Zabarni, can he get a hat-trick? He can't. Tim, get the ball to Zabarni. Tim, get the ball to Zabarni. Zdravkovic! And Zdravkovic scores his 10th goal of the season. I probably forgot to even give you an update on what happened in the league. But Zdravkovic is fighting for the golden boot now that Popovic is left. And Milovanovic is not scoring as many goals as him, which is insane for a person from Železni Čar who's rated probably like C or D by my scouts. Which tells you that in FM, don't listen to scouts. Sometimes look at stats and be like, this is a player I need to do the role that I need. And this is what he does. 7-0 against Partizan with goals from Zabarni, Brdanovic, Estevao, Martinelli, Zdravkovic, and they only had 1 shot on target. Oh my god, 7th heaven for Partizan as we managed to demolish. I've never seen a scoreline like this. We managed to demolish Crvena Zvezda 7-0 with lots of goals from everyone. And now I just saw a very scary thing. He's out for 3 weeks. Dusan Milovanovic is out for 3 weeks, which is good for Saldania because he's going to get lots of game time there. So Saldania is not going to be starting that game. And he's not going to be enjoying a lot of game time either. Because just as Milovanovic got injured, he decided that it's time for him to sprain his knee ligament after jumping. You wanted game time. You could have gotten game time. What were you jumping for? And I'm surprised because I see something that Andres Beas got injured as well. What are you doing? Did they jump for the same ball? At least he's out for 1 to 2 days, which is nothing. But Saldania is injured, which means we're losing lots of players. I'm gonna have to think of things, don't I? This is a funny news to wake up to. My assistant manager has said this after we destroyed Javor 7-0 in the game between the Crvena Zvezda game and Barcelona. He says he prefers Zdravkovic to Haaland. I mean, yeah. By the way, Zdravkovic is in blue, in case you're wondering. Although, to be fair, Zdravkovic did score 2 goals, and so far, he is doing incredible. For 600k, we signed a player who has scored already 8 goals in 6 appearances, with 2 assists and 2 player of the matches, with an average rating on 8.18. Which is absolutely insane. But the second news article is not as funny because I have pissed off Juan Foyth because I probably didn't play him for every single second of every single game I could. And he's pissed off at me and he wants to leave. To which I said, no, you're not leaving. And he's angry at me for not kicking him out. Which is funny because he's in the starting lineup today. See, there you go. Juan Foyth is starting. I don't know what he's upset about. He's playing against Barcelona today, which is, by the way, one of the crazier sides in this year's Champions League, of course, because they're good. And the starting lineup will be slightly weakened because Hudikov is not playing, Milovanovic is not playing, and unfortunately, neither is Saldania, which kind of sucks. So, Lucas Gabriel is in goal. We have Barco, Gilson, Zabarny, Voith as the back four. Martel and Villagra in the midfield, just because I kind of thought that Villagra will be giving some more attacking plays as opposed to Tim's more defensive solidity, which we'll see what happens and how that will bite us in the ass. Brdanovic will be up front, Deans will be with him as well, and we have tried to solve this issue of no strikers by playing Vivieros and Esteval up front. Oh boy. In terms of Barcelona, they have strengthened their side with 4 signings. They signed Nilton Mendes, who I don't know if he's going to play much. He looks very, very good. I tried to sign him. He said no, which sucks. Then Edinho has joined, who looks really good. Yikers. They signed Jarno Deman. He is in fact Deman if he starts today, apart from the fact that he doesn't know how to cross. And they signed Hernan Moreno. So they haven't actually done anything crazy in the transfer window. And they've not really done anything on the outs either. They haven't sold any of their players. They still have their strongest side ever, which is insane. I think only Nilton Mendes is the guy who's kind of brand new. But apart from that, their squad looks good. And they're slightly tweaking their formation, I think, this year, which is exciting to see because they won the Champions League with a 4-2-2-2, and now they've moved for a 4-3-3. Is Javi trying to outplay me again? So we've had 2 7-0 results back to back. Can we have a third one? The answer is most likely no. Unless I'm going to play this game on amateur, which the answer is yes. And look at the way we lined up. Yes, they don't line up with the same 4-2-2-2. They've decided to go and play 4-5-1, which is insane. So they're going to be outplaying us in the midfield. Last time they outplayed us on the wings. This time they'll probably be outplaying us on down the middle of the freaking park at Camp Nou. Oh my freaking god. Huge game. Hopefully we get them back and hopefully we get the dub. So my hope for 7-0 is going to be potentially not a thing, but the hope for at least 7 shots between the two teams will be, because in the 39th minute, this is the first exciting thing that's happened, and unfortunately, it's in our goal, as Barcelona are dominating play with, obviously, the way that Barcelona does, as Mendes finds himself on the right-hand side. Brdanovic will meet him, but not too far. Frankie de Jong is going to find Barco. Can we calmly play it out? Lucas Gabriel is being pressured, finds Zabarny, who finds Gabriel. We're being pushed all the way back, and we are one mistake away from a counterattack, which Gilson almost has caused. Barco finds Brdanovic. Can we calmly play it out? The answer is no, as Villagra, Pedri, Vitor Roque. Is he going to score this one? Oh my god, Lucas Gabriel. Vitor Roque has been given chances by my team as if he plays for us. I might as well sign him at this rate. What the hell? This was another mistake that almost led to a goal from the same player. At least this one wasn't as dumb as the other one, for sure. But oh my god, we are being absolutely wrecked by the fact that Barcelona is a great side. Lucas Gabriel finds Villagra, who is composed on the ball, finds Zabarny. We probably should not try to play out from the back as much as we do, but I don't care. It's the way we play. Juan Foyth, show me what you've got. Show me why I should play with you every single second of your life. Araujo gets to it, and Lamine Yamal is going to break away. I hope we get back in time. No, we won't. Vivieros goes around the keeper. Vivieros busted across. Vivieros, just square it. Just square it. What are you doing, bro? He thought he was freaking Frankie Lampard against Barcelona. You know what I'm talking about, right? That beautiful goal he scored when he dinked the keeper from an impossible angle. That's what he thought he was going to do, and that's not what he did. As we've reached the goal of 6 shots, well, over 7 shots today, which is exciting. And we could have gotten a goal. We could have had a goal. Yeah, so we're not doing good. We're not doing good at all. We are missing some players, so that's my excuse. Who is not playing well? Well, obviously it's Juan David Vivieros, not playing well. And apart from that, Barco, Gilson, and Villagra aren't doing well either. I am going to make a tactical change and take off Villagra. I'm going to put in a more defensive-minded Tim. And I'm going to drop Martel to be a proper ball-winning midfielder on defense, because I feel like that will help us a little bit to kind of slow down their attack. And I'm also going to drop Brdanovic on a support function, so he can kind of drop down and collect a little bit more of the balls here. And that's pretty much it. So far, things are going okay, but I want a little bit better because it's not really good. Maybe even like deep lying forward for Esteval and see how well they interact with Deans. Something like that. We need to make some tactical changes to make something happen. But 0-0 at halftime against Barcelona isn't really bad. Let's see what the second half brings. It brings a corner, as Barco will step up. He's had lots of assists in this episode. Can he get one more? Barco on the right-hand side. Is he going to line up a shot? Barco lines up a shot and hits a crossbar. What is going on? What are you doing? Why didn't you cross? Why did you decide to shoot? I mean, it was almost a goal, so I can't exactly blame you. But there's a lot of players in the box for us. Martel will find Barco though, and once again we are on the attack. We're getting pressured, and Brdanovic finds some space on the ball. He's not going to get the ball to Viveiros. Yes, he is. Square the ball. Estevao finds a 1-2. Mendes gets to it. Viveiros steals the ball from Mendes, and Mendes is regretting his decision of joining Barcelona because he knows that this was his chance to play for a team that's going to win the Champions League this year. Not last year. There's no point of joining the team that won the Champions League last year because there's a high chance it's not going to be it. Beautiful 1-2 with Estevao. Mendes gets robbed. Ter Stegen is just there like, what the hell is going on? And we're up 1-0 against a very strong side. Rafael Luiz, which is I think the guy who scored a penalty against us to win him the game, is on the pitch. And Mendes, sorry, I just saw Nketiah is playing for Juventus. By the time I said it, the thing disappeared. But that's a weird transfer. I'm lost. Tell me where I am. Oh yes, Lucas Gabriel is clearing the ball, finds Lachlan Deans, who's gone quiet today. Tim finds Lachlan Deans again, and I think Tim has played quite well into this game. He's shown us why I probably should have started him and why we should make those halftime changes. Barco finds himself in space. Toe pokes it, and the guy thinks that I put him on the pitch to score instead of assists. He literally got 2 assists for me. No, he literally got 3 assists. How many assists did he get last game? Like 3 or 4, right? So why is he not passing? What a strange man. Corner taken quickly by Barcelona. Pedri, lots of space, finds Rafael Luiz, finds Gavi. Ball is bouncing all over the place. And Lucas Gabriel is calm and composed on today's game with a 7.2 rating, is making sure that Hudikov will have to sweat for his position. As he launches the ball away, I thought there was going to be some mistakes here. Viveiros is going to find no one. And Vitor Roque will break away. He won't. Barco, Gilson. Am I just going to have to mention every single player that I have playing before anything interesting happens? Lucas Gabriel, please don't be silly, finds Zabarni, who plays it out to Deans, a little bit ambitious. Instead of finding a player closer, Pedri has led to a goal. Man, this is something I'm kind of a little bit tired with, because we have literally, Tim was a deep lying playmaker. He should have probably made that run there, but that was a very stupid pass from Zabarni, who doesn't have that bad of a passing range. What are you doing? I don't know, it's 74th minute, it's time for some subs, and the first sub I'm gonna do is take off Viveiros and throw on Zdravkovic, who's just gonna be running a lot. I'm gonna also take off Brdanovic and put on Sasa Sarenic, who's gonna give me some fresh legs up front. And apart from that, do I put on Ait Nouri? Barco is tired, he hasn't done too well, and also hasn't done too bad either. So maybe it's okay to keep him on the pitch, but also Ait Nouri needs to fight his demons and do well against Barcelona. But if he messes up once again, I almost swore there, he is gonna be in lots of trouble. And you're gonna have to say, I told you so. And also I'm probably gonna take off Gilson. He's not doing good. I'm going to put on Milinkovic. Hopefully, we have a defender who's actually calm and composed instead of a young kid at center back. Yeah. Okay. So it's a draw. We have a draw against Barcelona, and once again, we have messed up that we did not get the win. We're 1-0 ahead. They equalized once again. And yeah, so I guess in terms of 2 games against us and Barcelona in regulation time, we don't know which team is better. Viveiros on the score sheet, Pedri on the score sheet. Not bad, to be fair. I'm very happy. This is a very, very good side. Usually we lose against these kind of teams in the Champions League. So it's not too bad. Obviously, we didn't have a full squad either. But I'm happy how well Tim played, and I'm happy how well Lucas Gabriel played. We just need to sort out our back two, and then everything will be better. One day we will. And that just leaves us slightly ahead of Barcelona based on, I'm not even sure what, because our goal difference is the same and our win and draw things is the same. So maybe it's just based on the fact that I'm a prettier manager than Javi. Maybe that's it. But yeah, so far, Celtic is the top of the group after playing Ajax, Sparta Prague, and United. Fair enough. And City is somewhere behind them. I was kind of hoping that Zdravkovic would score and maybe make City think that maybe we should sign Zdravkovic for 60 million to replace an aging Haaland. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Right. What is going to be our next game in the next episode? I mean, we are taking on some good teams here and there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the Lille game and play the Inter and AC Milan game. And depending on how long those both games go, I will also play the Vosodac game just to kind of show you guys that, hey, this is the team that I'm managing in a parallel universe. And are they good? No, they're not. But if time allows, I might do 3 games in an episode. So tell me in the comments if that's something that you want to do, and I will probably do it. Anyways, I hope you guys are excited. Smash that like button if you are excited for this game. First of all. Second of all, smash that like button if you're excited by the fact that we won today 7-0 against Crvena Zvezda. We won today against Javor, which you didn't see, and we drew against Barcelona, which is a little bit unfortunate. Right. I have lots of games to play. Hopefully by the time we take on Inter and AC Milan, we will have some key players back, which is exciting. But for now, the fact that Gabriel is doing so good instead of Hudikov makes me think that do we play Gabriel in the big games where he's not really afraid to play them? I don't know, man. It's weird to think that because obviously Hudikov has done so well for us over the years. But is it potentially time in the huge clutch games to play Lucas Gabriel instead? Tell me in the comments. I will read them. I will love them. And I'll see you guys in the next episode, which will be next Monday. Lots of excitement there. Bye, guys.